So the first guy you heard was Louis Riddick, who we love, had him on at the Super Bowl. He was giving flowers to everything. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be buttoned up. Heck of a draft. Good job, Elliott Wolf. And he called it ridiculous them making the playoffs. Like, that's a complete turnaround. What he described is a complete 180.
Well, I think the two choices in this segment were ridiculous or not ridiculous.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what games they play like we do, you know.
So I don't think
time to get in the pocket.
Right? Yeah, but if you think that they're going to be competitive, then I would say that it's not. If you think they're going to make that big of a leap, I don't think it's ridiculous to think that they're going to be a playoff team. Like, if you think they did that good of a job in the offseason, I don't think it's ridiculous.
I think he was over the top complimentary. Like, how do you then that should convince you? Yeah, I could see him making the playoffs. I can see him getting in. I can see him flexing the game at the end of the year. Somebody gets popped and you're playing for a playing spot. One of those last games in December. Yeah.
Do you think it's realistic that they can be better than the Jets?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they will be better than the Jets, but I think the Jets are going to be right there with you, like right at 8, right at 7, somewhere in there.
You think it's realistic that they can be better than the Dolphins?
Yes, they're already better than the Dolphins. It's hard to say, though, with Tua being 6-0 against you. It's just so stupid to me. Scoreboards, though.
I agree that they are, T-Bone.
Better than the Dolphins?
Jets and Dolphins.
I need to see it before I can say the Dolphins.
I'm kind of that, too, now. Week 2?
I know we like to talk about snapshots here, but I actually like to see the stuff on the field.
You go down there week 2 and you play well in the heat. Say it's 100 degrees down there, feels like 110 or whatever, and you come out and sneak out of it with a win. That's a massive win for you. That gets you thinking, okay, they're a real threat in their division. Those type of wins.
I'm trying to find the quotes that were coming out of yesterday's joint practice with the Dolphins and Lions.
You're talking about Tyreek Hills?
No, it was reports. There's some people calling it the most uncompetitive joint practice that they'd ever seen. And either the Lions are a juggernaut or the Dolphins are going to be really, really, really bad this year. Now, I guess both of those could potentially be true here, but you would think that you'd be more competitive against the Lions than what the Dolphins were with some of that talent. I think it's trending in the wrong direction, man. I really do down there. And I know, like you said, 6-0 is hard to argue with. And I could see a situation where maybe you do get popped by the Dolphins in that early week, and then similar to do you remember the Jacksonville team after 2017?
Yeah, it was their Super Bowl down there. It
in
was
week
hot.
2,
it was 110. They got our ass kicked.
They beat the Patriots that week, and I think they might have started the year 2-0, and then it completely fell off the rails for that organization afterwards. Like you said, that was like their Super Bowl coming back from 2017, and then the whole operation fell apart. I think you could see something like that going on in Miami this year. All right, so what about, man, AFC North is loaded. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. Out of those teams, Patriots.
Was that Peter Schrager at the end talking?
I think it was.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So, like he said, too, AFC's loaded.
It is.
It's top
It's
heavy.
It's not the tomato can AFC anymore, man.
That sucks for you. Like you mentioned Cincinnati and Baltimore canceling each other out with the two quarterbacks. Like, you know,
and throw the Steelers, by the way, in there.
You forget Rodgers is there, and they got Jalen Ramsey. That Pittsburgh game's not going to be easy.
No, it's not. I think you're better than the Browns.
Yep.
Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans. It's a soft division right there. Texans,
tough
I think,
one. The first one, you're better.
Texans are better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're down on the Jaguars still?
Yes. I don't believe in the quarterback. Brand new coach.
Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. That's another tough division, man. Broncos, I could see a step back this year with Bo Nix, but they're still a good team. I don't think you can say that the Pats are better than the Broncos right now.
Can't.
Chiefs, speak for themselves. Chargers, tough team.
They were 11-win or 10-win team, right?
Yeah, Raiders, I think, are going to be right around kind of where that 8-win win that total that we talk about too.
That's going to be tough too if you got all those other teams in the division. How the hell are they going to do it?
Well, that's a good point too. How do you get to 8 wins if you're in that division? That's a fair point, though. That's a fair point.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming today. We'll get to that.
There's some debate about what actually took place at the end of the show.
Don't even know. I was checked out. I was reading the text.
There's no debate.
You were right?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I laughed at my own joke that I never told.
That was pretty good. Yeah, so look, it's a tough division. It's not the AFC that you remember from back in the Brady days for sure. I think a big part of that is obviously the quarterbacks. When you talk about Josh Allen in the AFC East, you've got Burrow, you've got Rodgers, you've got Lamar in the AFC North, C.J. Stroud in the AFC South, and then you've got say what you will, Bo Nix, Herbert, and Mahomes in the AFC West. So
Yeah.
I still think they'll win 11 games. I do. I'm still buying it.
That'd be massive. My God.
What do you think the realistic expectation is? You sticking at your number even after?
I'm stuck at 9 right now. I got to see how they play on Saturday. Because if it's the same stuff, if they're buttoned up and the energy's there and they're coaching on the sideline, and you're turning the ball over and the quarterback's protecting the ball, if he looks better, just the fact if he had a good week and he looks better Saturday, then you start like, okay, we got something here. Let it play out, but you can't go 1-3 in September. You can't.
No, absolutely not. I think that's why that Raiders game is so huge.
Wait a minute. Didn't the Super Bowl team start 1-3? Did they start 1-3? One of the Super Bowl teams in the early part of the dynasty.
Was it 03 that might have started 1-2? Maybe.
The Patriots?
Yeah.
Let's
Because they got hot at the end of I think they won 9 in a row or something.
Wasn't the first one?
in Philly, maybe.
It may have been the first one. Because they also had that, 21-game win streak? Regular season? They're rolling with that thing.
You started 2-2 in 03.
Okay.
2001.
Wow.
1-3.
Yep. I can't remember any of that.
I'm trying
You
to
don't
find.
even remember what you said yesterday.
Or what he didn't say yesterday,
What I
right?
didn't say, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Blaming myself for saying something. I never said it.
ESPN has best case and worst case scenarios for the New England
do
Patriots.
you got for them?
What do you put that? What do you think the best case and worst case scenario is? So
Best case is 11, worst is 6. Or 5. Don't you dare effing mention 4. Can't do it. Can't do it again.
they're right there with you, Zoe. They have them at 11.
Ownership will
and 6.
lose their mind.
I think 6 is too low.
6 is somewhat disappointing.
6 is beyond somewhat disappointing. If they're walking away with 6 wins this year, that's a disappointment for this team. For everything that we've seen so far in the joint practices and being competitive with these teams that were good teams in the NFC so far, and the schedule that you have, if you're walking away only improving last year's dumpster fire by 2 games, I'm going to be disappointed.
6 is if everything goes wrong. That's what they're saying.
Drake May gets hurt and the Pastronauts in. That's what that is.
Yuck.
Yeah.
You're not getting a 6 if he's in.
I do agree with that.
My ceiling and floor for them is 12 wins and 9 wins.
Oh,
That's the floor?
whoa!
Floor has to be 9.
Wow.
I'm saying what it has to be, not what it could be. What it has to be.
I understand that. Yeah.
They need to have a winning record. Competent head coach, the amount of money they threw in on the team, the supposed awesome draft they had. Needs to be a winning record.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.